Hey there, folks. As far as you can see, my name is Freak with a Pen, and before we get into the episode proper, I just wanted to say, fuck you, Susan Wojcicki, and fuck you, pearl clutching parents. Hey there, folks. As far as you can see, my name is Freak with a Pen, and this is Blacksad Under the Skin. And last time, we sort of surmised that, Joe Dunn was probably killed by his, student? Apprentice? Bobby Yale. We also read the coroner's report of Joe Dunn, and it said that he was a lynx, and that his main color was brown. So, how does that equate to a white guy? Because that seems to be what people are what the game is basically saying is, you know... I don't. Anyway, I'm going this way because I am going to try and... I should probably tell Mary that I've told Sonia about her and Dunn's relationship. Which I now just realized, she didn't tell me about. I just sort of surmised it on the clues. And while I'm almost definitely right, she's probably gonna be pissed. Okay. Let's just do this and, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to get something out of her. Oh, I think I see a card. Come to Papa. You're not a card, you're just some fucking window dressing, you bastard. Boy.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
You know what? You're the only woman who ever called Dunn Joey, except his late wife.
Oh, my goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Can I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
You know, I sometimes give shit to the animation of the characters in this game, but just the tears really made me, it really... Oh, man. It really made me feel like a piece of shit for, basically, essentially getting her fired from working at Joe's gym, although she said she probably wouldn't work there anymore, so... I mean, yeah. Although, again, I really... Again, it's... frankly, that was kind of a shitty move by Sonia. Again, what the fuck did you want from your father, Sonia?
Mary Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with... well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn. before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant. Did he help you clean?
No, poor Joey. I would never have allowed that. He did more than enough. Would even clean on my days off. Paperwork. He just hated it. But that was just him. Instead of putting off the things he couldn't stand, he did them as soon as possible. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Which is where Dunn seduced you.
That word is a bit too much, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day. So we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone.
Did you tell anyone?
Or perhaps you told someone else?
No one. Joey didn't want Sonia to hear about it from someone else before we were sure of the relationship. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was. And we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
So he asked you to marry him.
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
What about Yale? Wasn't he like a son to him?
Maybe you already noticed, I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Maybe you should cover your neck.
I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my
Oh,
scarf.
that's
Pleasure
gonna
to
be a
speak with
thing.
you, Mr. Blacksad.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not why we still have that clue in our mind, is it?
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she so opposed to Yale?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
Apology accepted.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
Yeah, fine.
Of course. You don't mind me riding in this fancy car with a wrinkled suit, do you?
Oh, I think you look mighty dapper, Mr. Blacksad. Although, if those wrinkles were to rub off on me... I always play it nice and safe.
Look, I was gonna end up in friggin' O'Leary's car one way or the other. Might as well not do it beaten to shit.
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So, I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective. And I, well, let's just say I have my own ways of making people talk.
I think I'll have to pass this time.
Why? What? Do my own ways scare you? Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah,
I'm
I
sure.
run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
Yeah, I can't really say.
Well, I can.
I will be back in a second. Okay, we're back. That's not the button I meant to hit.
Nothing. But I'll tell you what is wrong. The way our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country. A place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me,
I'm a sympathizer.
let's just say I sympathize with their cause.
Fair enough. You sure look the part. In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
This doesn't justify what you do. Gambling is illegal. Gambling is also immoral.
Okay, but that doesn't justify what you do for a living.
Oh boy. Did you hear anything I just said? Anyway, when the government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
Mm-hmm.
You're bending the truth to justify organized crime.
Oh no. It might have been organized crime, but not anymore. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom, when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. That good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help
yes,
people
because that's
so
why
they
I'm in
would
this
help
car right
me.
now.
That beating your thumbs gave me was
Gratitude.
really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
It was Wilson.
It was just Wilson.
That bastard. Don't you worry. I will have a serious talk with him. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. You see, a lot of people work for me. Many families depend on my business. Not only that, St. Christopher's Hospice practically lives on my donations. The widows of my late employees are set for life. Their kids get free schooling. The cops leave me alone because they know my business doesn't hurt anyone. On the contrary. And, it looks like we're here.
You know, I try to keep my characters fairly on the straight and narrow, but then I'm a huge fan of the Yakuza series. So I don't really have a leg to stand on, huh?
Yale's apartment?
I told you, I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done,
That was
maybe you'll
weird.
change your mind and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, come here.
I think I just got an image of how shoestring the budget on this game might have been. The fucking trophies don't even have like a little picture beside them to like. I mean, maybe they do, and the PS4 just decided not to show me that time, but
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
he seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him. Who's the girl he's with that's totally fucking terrified? Oh, Mary went to... Oh, I hope not. I really hope that Mary doesn't turn out to be
A
evil.
woman's fragrance. Almost angelic.
Fuck. God damn it, Mary.
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know.
I mean... Really? No. I want to see it. I want to see it, goddammit. Show me the love of pickles clue. No? Alright, fine. If it was the thing about Mary's scarf, then why didn't it pop up earlier? Ooh. Oh, jeez. Freaking 4-part thing? I thought the 2-part ones were gonna be a pain in the ass. There's a caution sign on the turlet.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life. Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
So are we supposed to assume that, Alma Mayor Lafonte today?
17th century French fables. Mayor must be one boring old lady.
Okay. Ooh. Was it? Hey. God, they really are just fucking everywhere, aren't they? Okay. So wasn't expecting to see that. I'm not fucking going there for the third freaking time. Oh, for fuck. The Sicilian Capo.
So, you like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby? Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
How much you want to bet, Bob?
Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes?
Someone took the
Unless
clothes?
someone emptied it recently.
I was just thinking, how funny would it be if Bobby's just been in his fucking closet this whole time?
Copy
Avenue.
1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
That seemed important. Anything else with that, or just,
Copy 1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
for the love of...
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years
for
ago?
fuck. Really wish there was a way to skip certain things, but, fuck it. Mary went to Luna Park with Yale. Mary has a cold. There's a scarf at Yale's place.
That means she's been here recently. But why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Mary's been at Yale's place recently. Mary Purnell and Bobby killed Dunn. Well, I seems like all I'm going to be able to get from here. And that seems like a good place to end today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and dinging the bell. And I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye.